Greetings, friends. I'm Thomas Albrecht, representative of the United Nations High Commissioner for Refugees here in Malaysia. It is a pleasure to speak to you at the occasion of the Refugee Festival 2020. UNHCR is pleased to support this festival now in its 5th year that has done so much to build bridges between refugees, Malaysians, and foster dialogue and understanding among the communities through the arts. This year's festival takes place against the backdrop of many challenges. Not only are there record numbers of people forced to flee their homes globally, but the world is grappling with COVID-19, a pandemic that affects us all and disproportionately affects the most vulnerable amongst us, refugees and displaced persons. In Malaysia, there are nearly 180,000 refugees and asylum seekers. This makes up about 0.5% of the total Malaysian population, and their number is less than 4% of the millions of undocumented migrants in Malaysia. Unlike migrants, refugees do not leave their homes to seek better economic opportunities. They have been forced to flee their countries and homes because of war and fear of persecution. Unlike migrants, they cannot return home safely. What they need is space to rebuild their lives safely and in dignity. For those of us working to protect and assist refugees, the search for solutions needs to start at one important point: a recognition that refugees are not helpless objects, but powerful and central contributors to the countries where they seek asylum. In fact, throughout this challenging time of COVID-19, we have witnessed remarkable examples of refugees contributing in significant ways in the front lines of the COVID-19 response, doing what they can to keep their communities informed, healthy and supported. We have also seen inspiring stories of how refugees are supporting Malaysian frontliners and communities in need. We see these examples of human endurance and resilience every day in every aspect of refugees' lives in Malaysia as they work to keep their families healthy, their children educated and their communities strong. And we see examples of how refugees enrich the host communities they are in through sharing their culture, their food, their music, their poetry, their art. And this is what the Refugee Festival has done so well for so many years. It has allowed refugees and Malaysians a space to demonstrate universally shared values and principles of compassion and humanity. I wish to pay tribute to Malaysia that has hosted refugees for generations, a country that has long recognized its international humanitarian obligation in providing asylum for refugees. And I especially wish to pay tribute to Malaysian individuals, civil society and the private sector who have come together around the same notions of solidarity, stability and investment in refugees for the benefit of the Malaysian society and refugees themselves. We must act on facts and experience. Investing in the stability of refugees in host countries is also an investment in the future peace and stability of the country of origin and the region, as we have witnessed in other places of the world. For us at UNHCR, we remain committed to supporting the Malaysian government and its people in these efforts. I want to profoundly thank all of you who have taken the effort to not only join this refugee festival, but for showing up and stepping up for refugees every day. Many of you do essential work to ensure that refugees can find protection and that they can find supports towards lasting solutions to their plight. Your efforts are critical to refugees in many situations, here in Malaysia as well as around the globe. Not only because of the results we can jointly realize, but also because people see you care profoundly, because you are the example of what humanity means in action. And I thank you.